In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what support and resistance levels are and how you can use them in the best way. So let's get into it right now. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Efran here and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you the best practice when it comes to using support and resistance levels. And I'm going to show you exactly what they are, how you can identify them, what liquidity grabs are, and when the best time is to enter a trade and get out of the trade. So let me just turn this one off and then I can show you exactly what it is. So I'm in Euro USD in a 1 hour time frame. As you can see, the market is pretty choppy. It's consolidating up and down. There is no clear direction, whether towards upside or downside, but I just want to identify some support and resistance levels. So what it means exactly is all about basic human psychology that creates support levels and resistance levels. So for example, if I want to show you an example, I can come to for example this part right here, and I can use the replay mode so I can actually explain everything way better for you. See it in this level, when you zoom it out, it's very important, guys. If you want to identify support levels and resistance levels, you got to zoom out and see everything from distance. So like this, so I can actually see all the pinpoints, the highest points, the lowest points, and the structure of the market. Everything will be so much more clear for me. So as you can see, we have a clear support level here. So support are actually created below the market structure, and resistance levels are created above the market structure. So for example, here right now we have our resistance levels. In this part we have our support level. So one important factor or the key points of identifying support and resistance is that it should have at least 3 touch points to create 2 to 3 touch points to create either a support level or a resistance level. So for example, as you can see, when I zoom out in this section, you see that we have 2 touch points here. So 2 touch points can show us exactly, it can clearly show us that we have a support level created here. So it actually respecting this level, which is our support level here. So I'm gonna actually say it right here that we have our support level and then we have our resistance. So this is one way to identify support and resistance levels. So it's all about the touch points right here. But one important thing that you need to take into consideration is that when the market hits the support level here, it always, I would say 99% of the time, tries to grab the liquidity right here. So see that if I draw a line in the lowest point, so this is the lowest point here. If I bring it down, the lowest point, you see that we have a big shadow here. So this big shadow means that all the stop losses are grabbed. So it means that big institutions and banks try to bring down the price or kind of bring it up to kind of grab all the liquidities for buyers and sellers. So for example, for here, when we see a bullish engulfing pattern, buyers usually put their position here, they put their stop loss here, and then they put their TP right here, somewhere around here, let's say. So it means that it created liquidity, and the market came down, grabbed all the liquidity, and then it's trying to go up. So I hope it makes sense. I'm gonna create a new video specifically for liquidity grab, a smart money concept, so you can have a better understanding what exactly banks are doing to kind of stop you out and move the price towards their desired direction. And if I want to play this, you see that the market again did the same thing. Stop out every buyer that actually took a position here and put their stop loss here. So but it's clearly a support level here, which I personally don't trade. I trade only supply and demands, and I highly recommend you to watch my previous video, which is my first video that I talk about the smart money concept, and it's actually the most profitable Forex trading strategy, which is a scalping strategy. I can guarantee you that. Go watch this video right now. I'm gonna put a card above this video, and if you have any questions, drop your comments here. So, and right here, so if I want to show you another example, it's gonna be exactly right here. So I'm gonna move back, and the first thing you need to do, as I said, just zoom it out a little bit. Try to find the highest points and the lowest points. So number one, zoom out to see every high and low points. Identify, I'm gonna write it down for you so you can clearly understand. Identify the lowest and the highest points. Try to identify support and resistance levels where the price where it's respected. So it's very, very important to take it into consideration that when you look at this, so when I zoom it out, I can clearly see this one, which is the highest point. This one is the lowest point, and again here, let me just drag it here, we have another high point right here, and it's creating another low point probably here, but I gotta move forward. So these three can literally show me that where I can put my line to see where it's respected. So whatever line you draw, it has to be touched at least 3 times, 2 to 3 times. For more confirmation, 3 times. So, but as I said, it's not 100% guaranteed that you can, take the position, because it's all about the liquidity grab. I want to create a separate video for you guys. If you still haven't subscribed to my channel, do it right now. I'm gonna put out so many good contents. I don't have any course to sell you guys, so I'm gonna literally show you everything from A to Z. So we have our high points here, our low points here, and again our high points right here. So, and then if I wanna draw a box, you see that we clearly have a support level. So I'm going to remove every high point and low point because we already identified them, and here I can actually count how many touches this box right here has. So 1, 2, and 3. So we can clearly see that this block is respected. So the market, the price went up, it actually touched it, tried to calm down, but it wasn't successful, and it went up again, and then eventually the price broke into this block and came back and touched this block one more time. So it means that the previous support became resistance level. The previous support level became a resistance level. So I can actually write it down here. The previous support became a resistance level. So it's clearly a respected line. It's very important, guys. Not everything is support or resistance level. Don't get distracted. It's got to have a few touch points, at least 2 to 3 touch points, until we can actually count it as a support level or resistance level. So we have 1 touch here, 1 touch here, 1 touch here. So it used to be a resistance level here. After it got broken into, then it became support because it's going to be underneath the price. Now in this part, our level, our order block, and it's not an order block, our block was exactly above the market price. So it means that it's our resistance. But after it broke into this block, it became our support level. I hope that makes sense for you guys. If the price, let me put it this way, if the current price is under the line or the block you put is actually the resistance level. If the price is above this level, then it's our support level. So this is a very important concept to understand, and then after that you can clearly understand what order blocks are and how we can efficiently use them in order to gain the most amount of profit. So this is the definition of support and resistance. There's also another way that you can identify support and resistance levels are using 50 EMA. You just need to go to tradingview.com. I'm going to leave a link below this video, guys. It's by far one of the best websites for analyzing every single chart for indices, for cryptocurrency, stocks, is the best thing to analyze the market and then place your order in MetaTrader 4. So if you want to get a free trial for 30 days, I'm going to leave a link below in the description so you can use it. So you just need to go to indicators, and then right here we can search for 50 EMA, and then you can install one of this one. So I personally use this one for 20, 50, 100, 200, but I'm going to turn on the 50 EMA, which is the orange one, and even this one can be a really good indicator to show you where support and resistance levels are. So for example, if I come here, you see the market was kind of consolidating in this section, in this area right here. It had a huge spike towards downside, and then it went up, it broke the 50 EMA again, it went down, it actually broke it one more time, and the next time, so we had our drop, we had our correction, and again we had our drop here. So this 50 EMA indicator was a really good sign that the price is still willing to go down, because we had a huge red candle here, which is a bearish engulfing candle. It means that it's dragging the price towards downside, and we have a little bit of correction exactly right here. So if you have this 50 EMA on, you see that we had a few touch points exactly below 50 EMA. So it means that price is consolidating here, and then after that it gave us a bearish candle, which is this one right here, and then the price dropped significantly. So that's a really good indicator. So I'm not telling you that you gotta trade solely on 50 EMA. It's just a good supplement in order to identify the proper support and resistance levels. So for example, for this one, after it broke into the previous candle, we have our support here. It used to be a support, now it broke into, it became a resistance. So see, exactly, if I draw the line right here, so this is the previous candle before it drops. It dropped, it broke into this line, it had a little bit of correction, it actually hits this line one more time. See, we have a really good sign that it's a resistance level and it's respecting the line, and at the same time 50 EMA is giving us a good sign that the market is willing to go towards that direction, which is downtrend right here. So one touch here, and it respected 50 EMA because we had a few touches and the price wasn't didn't successfully broke into the 50 EMA. So that's why we can easily put our sell stop here or even here and put our stop loss here and take a one-on-one trade, which is absolutely enough. So I'm on a 1 hour chart. I usually trade 5 minutes and 1 hour, but it's all the same. The concept of support and resistance are the same. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. It's a very basic concept of support and resistance levels. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask your questions by dropping your comment below this video. And as you might know, I'm not really actively trading anymore because I'm using an EA, which is a trading bot that gives me 1.5 to 2% profit every single day. So I'm trading hands off. So that's a very good way, guys. If you want to check out the EA that I'm using, go to smarteaincubator.com. I'm going to leave a link below this video so you can see yourself how profitable this robot is without needing you to do anything. But if you want to trade manually, this is the way. This is one of the ways to identify a support and resistance level. But again, if you have a question, drop your comment below this video. Thank you so much for taking your time, and see you later.